And here comes the man. Zelina Vega has recovered and is setting up a ladder.
She's using everything she has left to drag herself up each rung, but will it be enough?
It might not be. Red's going to try to beat Zelina to the top.
Hold on, it's Andrade. What's he doing out here?
Is he putting Zelina Vega on his shoulders? How is this legal?
It's not only legal, it's smart.
It's Trey. I think he's seen enough from Andrade.
Trey has neutralized Andrade.
And that was the opening Red needed. This pains me to admit, Byron, but you might have been right about your prediction.
Hi, sorry I'm late. I had to make like 7 connections to get here from Orlando.
Oh, hey, Peyton. No problem. I appreciate you doing me this favor. Red and Trey, this is Peyton Royce. We met when she trained here in Calgary, and now she recently signed with NXT.
So who am I facing tonight? And by the way, it's cold enough to freeze the tail off a brass kangaroo. Can I have this heater out there for my match?
Oh, sure thing, Peyton.
What?
You'll actually be facing Red tonight in her first ever match.
Wow, it's an honor. We actually watch you on NXT all the time. And at least when my friend Trey here isn't hogging the laptop and watching weird videos of who knows what.
She's kidding. I told you to stay out of my browser history.
Wait, did you say this is her first ever match?
Yeah, Red's only been training for about 3 months, but don't take her lightly, she's really good.
3 months? It took me longer than that to get here. And what kind of stupid name is Red? If anything, with your lack of experience, you should call yourself Green.
What? Anything she says with that accent is funny.
After I'm done with you tonight, you'll understand why they call me Red. Because all that pretty white snow out there will be stained red with your blood. And then every time it snows, the children who were here tonight will be reminded of the carnage they saw and refuse to go outside. And after you spend weeks in the hospital and are finally able to drag your broken body onto the airplane back to Orlando, the pilot will be so terrified by the sight of your mangled face, he will lose control of the plane, sending it crashing down to the earth.
Whoa. I think she got the point.
You have major issues.
What the heck was that?
It looks like Peyton Royce might have this one in the bag, eh? Wait a second. Trey is finally doing something useful. Oh, now Red looks to be in trouble.
G'day, Peyton. Koalas are cute, but they have terrible personalities, kind of like you. The Great Barrier Reef is more like the just okay Barrier Reef. And boomerangs are a sham. They never come back when you throw them. I really don't know that much else about Australia. Your chain of steakhouses is severely overrated.
Nice of your mate to help you out there tonight. Maybe if I see you again, I'll have some backup too.
I look forward to it.
By the way, I didn't really mean any of the things I said out there, especially about you having the personality of a koala. You're way more pleasant, and I'm actually a big fan of your people's blooming onions.
You're a total bogan.
Wait, is that a good thing?
Hey guys, it's so good to see you. Congrats on the Hall of Fame. This is really happening.
It's not official yet. We have to actually make it to the building.
They're not gonna start without you.
And even if they did, some of the speeches are so long, you'd still have plenty of time.
Great. We were just telling Pac all about how we got started.
didn't we cross paths on an indie show early on in your career?
We did, at a minor league baseball stadium in Memphis, to be exact.
That's right. I knew you had it back then. Trey, not so much.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because you didn't know the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch?
Speaking of wristwatches, we really should get going.
From my experience, this day goes by pretty fast. So you really want to relax and soak in every moment.
Lita's right. When I got inducted with DX, everything just flew by.
Then let's get back to soaking. Lita, if my memory is correct, you were just in Memphis for an autograph signing, but Red had other plans.
So I just want to thank everyone in Memphis for coming out to the show. It's always great to be a part of these smaller events and connect with the people who have supported me for so many years. I'll be available for pictures and autographs starting in a few minutes. Don't be shy.
Hold on a second, can we cut the music? In the spirit of not being shy, I have something I want to say. Growing up, I was a huge fan of yours. Facing you in the ring is actually on this list I have. So I know you don't wrestle that much anymore, but I'll always regret this moment if I didn't ask. How about you skip the autograph session and go one-on-one with me right now?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but who are you?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but none of these people would be here paying you $10 an autograph if it wasn't for me working my butt off this past year in Memphis.
Look, I get it. You're young and hungry, and you probably think I'm the entitled Hall of Famer who just shows up to cash in on all your hard work. But it's not like that. I'm here to support you and the indie scene. I mean, I used to be you. And by the way, I still didn't get your name.
You'll hear the ring announcers say it after I beat you.
So you're not backing down, huh?
Like I said, you're on my list.
I'm sorry, everyone. But I'm gonna have to delay this autograph signing until after I win this match. Good match, Red.
Look, you two are great, so I wish I could recommend you both for the Mae Young Classic, but Hunter said they're only looking to fill one spot right now.
You're really milking this decision. Get it? Because the crybaby match earlier? I've been hanging out with Trey too much. Please, continue.
I'm gonna have to recommend Candace. She's been doing this for over 15 years. Red, you've got a ton of potential, but you don't have anywhere near that kind of experience.
Yeah, totally. I get it.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm sure we'll see each other again in the future. Like he said, I've been doing this a really long time, and you're one of the best I've ever seen, and you're only gonna get better.
I appreciate that.
I gotta go call my husband and tell him the good news.
No guarantees.
This is my third Mae Young Classic tournament. The first year, I was just happy to be here. Last year, I made it all the way to the semi-finals. But this year will be different. This year, I win it all. There is no other possible outcome. You know, I almost feel sorry for Red. Almost. Because tonight, I'm going to annihilate her. Nothing personal, mate. Just more of a wrong place, wrong time sort of thing.
A lot of people think I came out of nowhere to make a miracle run to the Mae Young Classic Finals. I hate to ruin a feel-good story, but I'm not the underdog. I've put in the work and paid my dues, traveling up and down the road, defeating anyone who stood in my path. This list drives everything I do. 2 years ago, when I was passed up for the first Mae Young Classic, I wrote on here that I would someday win it. Well, someday is tonight. Rhea Ripley, you can talk about how it's your turn to win, but I've got some unfortunate news for you. I'm taking your turn, and there's nothing you can do about it.
No matter what happens, you've made it further than anyone expected, and you should be really proud of that.
I couldn't agree more. Oh, and it's probably not the best time to bring this up, but I found out Rhea Ripley had a custom jacket made that says 2019 Mae Young Classic winner.
Seriously?
Yeah. Pretty disrespectful if you ask me, since clearly she sees beating you as a formality. I mean, she must have been really sure of herself to spend money on that. It's not like you can return a custom jacket. And you should see the detail on it. Even had a picture of your face with a black eye. The resemblance was amazing.
I'm gonna tear Rhea apart and make my own custom jacket out of her skin.
Oh.
I can't believe Rhea did that. Not a smart move on her part.
Oh, she didn't. I just made that all up to motivate Red. Sometimes her anger can be used for good.
Classic.
Honestly, I'm shocked. I didn't think she had a chance against Rhea. Respect to Red.
Hey, we've heard about this dream list of accomplishments she has. Well, this is certainly going to be a very big one to cross off.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the 2019 Mae Young Classic. And now we have the presentation of the Mae Young Classic trophy, named after a trailblazer and legend in our business.
And who knows, maybe this is the start of another legendary career.
Not to get ahead of ourselves or take away from this moment, but you do have to wonder what's next for Red.
Oh, we'll have to wait and see, but clearly she's put herself on the map with the decision makers here in WWE.
Emotions getting the best of Rhea Ripley. This is not how she envisioned this night ending.
Nonetheless, congratulations again to Red.
I knew you could do it.
Thanks! This is heavier than it looks like on TV.
I'll take it. You need a free hand anyway.
Win Mae Young Classic Tournament. Done.
That trophy was supposed to go home with me tonight.
Yeah? Well, maybe next time don't assume you're gonna beat me. I heard about your custom jacket.
What are you talking about?
No need to get into that right now.
Whatever. We'll finish this some other time.
Congrats again. You were really impressive out there tonight.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. So, if I can ask, what's next?
We have your info. Maybe we'll contact you for a tryout match sometime.
I appreciate that, but I just won the Mae Young Classic. Haven't you seen enough?
We don't want to rush into anything.
Hunter, come on. He's messing with you.
Sorry for trying to have some fun around here. Look, the truth is we've seen more than enough, and we think you're amazing. And that's why we'd like to offer you an NXT contract.
Wow! I'm speechless. Thank you. This is everything I have ever worked for and dreamed of.
You've certainly earned it.
I just have one request.
Whatever it is, I'm sure we can make it happen.
I'd like you to sign my friend Trey.
Good one. I guess I deserve that after I messed with you.
I'm not joking.
What?
You need to think very carefully about what you're asking.
I already have.
You really don't have to do this.
I know I don't have to, but I want to. We're a package deal, remember? So if you really want to sign me, then you're signing him too. And if that doesn't work on your end, then I walk. No hard feelings.
I certainly wasn't expecting that kind of ask, but I respect your loyalty. That goes a long way in this business. That being said, your friend here wasn't really part of our plans, but if you want to vouch for him, then you have a deal. Both of you. Congratulations.
Are you freaking serious? What was that? You just risked everything for me.
Aren't you happy?
I am, but But you stood up to the COO of WWE like you were some kind of big shot. That was insane.
I'll admit it was a bit of a Hail Mary, but it worked, didn't it? We're best friends. I wasn't gonna do this without you. That's the deal we made.
Well, thank you. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me, and that includes getting adopted. I promise you won't regret it.
It was the right thing to do. Now just show them why you belong here.
I will. Hey, I just realized we can cross off another list item. Well, sort of. Compete on NXT.
Oh, yeah. We wrote that back when NXT was a reality show.
It's close enough.
I feel like I recognize you from somewhere.
Calgary?
Oh, I know. You look just like the woman in those TV commercials for IBS. I think it's that scrunched up, miserable face you're always making.
I beat you in my first match ever, remember?
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. But congrats on winning that cute little trophy. Let me know if you ever want to step up and face some real competition.
Rhea answers with a decisive big kick.
It looks like that rocked Red.
Red counters with a super kick.
Both women are down.
It's over. Hold on. Both women's shoulders were on the mat when the ref counted 3.
I saw 2. Can we get some kind of official ruling on this?
So, who's the #1 contender?
I don't think we have one.
Well, obviously, Rhea Ripley and Red both believe they won and deserve the title opportunity, so I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens next.
What else could go wrong tonight?
You all have history with one another, but at NXT TakeOver, more history will be made when you'll compete in a triple threat match for Candice LeRae's NXT Women's Championship. Now, if you could each sign your names on the contract, we can make this match official.
Before we sign anything, I want to ask what you're doing out here with that trophy. You think you're real cute, don't you?
This thing? I actually bring it everywhere. The grocery store, the gym, car wash, contract signings. I even sleep with it sometimes. Helps remind me of how I won the Mae Young Classic on my very first try. But who did I beat in the finals? Huh. I can't remember.
I don't have time for this.
You might want to stick around for a preview of what I'm going to do at TakeOver.
And thanks to Rhea Ripley, this contract signing has officially gone off the rails.
I mean, when do they ever stay on the rails, Byron? Rhea Ripley's going on a rampage.
And now Rhea's using the Mae Young Classic trophy as a weapon.
That's what Red gets for bringing it out here.
It looks like Red has some kind of eye injury. No one deserves that, Corey.
I don't give a damn about that. This is what I want.
I'm so sorry. This is my fault.
Rhea Ripley made a statement tonight. She will destroy anything in her path to capture the NXT Women's Championship.
And a career-ending injury to become the new NXT Women's Champion.
We just witnessed one of the gutsiest performances in NXT history.
I'll be the first to admit I was wrong about Red. This was no fluke tonight. She earned every ounce of the gold she now holds in her hands.
And there you see Red crossing this achievement off her list, one of many significant things she may go on to cross off in her career. A truly inspiring moment.
I might have taken you lightly in our last match because you were injured, but I won't make that mistake tonight.
If I was able to beat 2 opponents with only 1 good eye, what do you think is gonna happen when I only have 1 opponent and my vision back?
I think you'll be able to get a real good look at me standing over you with the title, back where it belongs.
Hey, I heard you're in the Fatal 4-Way Last Chance match. So that means you only need to beat 3 women tonight, then 5 other women who didn't need 2 tries to qualify for the Money in the Bank match to then get a chance to face me for my title. I'm not much of a gambler, but I really like those odds.
How about we forget those 8 other women that I smash you in the face and take your title right now? Because I really like those odds.
I know you're used to handouts everywhere else you've been, but last time I checked, they don't call me Mella is Charity. So good luck, long shots.
One of these women will go on to compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
It's our Universal Champion, Trey!
This guy's been causing all sorts of trouble lately. He just needs to stay in the back, permanently.
Red takes advantage. And she wins! Red has earned the final spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
I don't know if I'd use the word earned. She got it by relying on her friend's help.
Wait, how do we even know she wanted his help? She doesn't look very happy with him right now.
Okay, I'm not buying it. There's no doubt in my mind these two planned this entire thing.
Sorry, hold on a second.
Hey, sorry to interrupt.
Are you kidding? Anytime. I mean, not that I have photo shoots all the time. That would be obnoxious, unless you think that would be good for my career.
I just wanted to congratulate you. I mean, what you did out there tonight was pretty incredible.
You have no idea how much that means. I grew up watching you.
Well, now I feel ancient.
No, I just mean you're one of the reasons I'm here today. See, I have this list of goals with my friend, and one of them is win Money in the Bank ladder match.
I know all about your list. You're kind of a big deal at this point.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, anyway, I never thought I'd be the one to cross off Money in the Bank because it was only a match for guys, but thanks to women like you paving the way, I did it. And now I can pursue something else on my list. Win the Raw Women's Championship. Sorry, I'm rambling on like an idiot.
No, keep rambling. I mean, seriously, at this stage of my career, hearing things like that is way better than winning a championship.
I'm sorry, but did I just hear you thank her for paving the way? You must have forgotten I was the first women's Money in the Bank briefcase winner. And second, actually, too.
Didn't you need a guy to help you do all that?
That's how I remember it.
That's not the point. What I'm saying is you're just a cheap knockoff that will never compare to the original. So don't even bother attempting to cash in that briefcase. You should just hang on to it as a souvenir. Or, better yet, melt it down into braces for those jacked up teeth of yours. Actually, why don't you step aside so this poor photographer doesn't have to take any more pictures of your mangled face?
Ugh! Case to put an end to this brawl.
Carmella gains control and nails Red.
And now Mella's taking off with Red's Money in the Bank briefcase.
Carmella kicks the briefcase into Red's face.
Wait, what's Carmella doing with the briefcase?
I think she's going to try to destroy it.
Come on, Red just won it. Someone needs to stop this.
I think it's too late for that. Looks like it's headed for a landfill.
Good luck cashing in on me without a briefcase. We've all heard the saying, don't write checks that your mouth can't cash. Well, after last night, there's a new version. Don't write checks that your briefcase can't cash in after Carmella destroys it with a garbage truck. Really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Sorry, Red, but I proved what everyone already knew. Mella is money, and you'll always be trash.
It's Red, and it appears she has the new accessory.
What is that? Did you make your own briefcase? Real cute, but I think you need to take your DIY and go DI-buy.
I'm not going anywhere. Because it's not the briefcase that matters. It's more symbolic than anything. What really matters is the contract inside that's good for a title match at any time. And I still have that, thanks to my disgusting yet loyal friend.
There's no way this is legit.
Actually, Randy Orton just signed off on it, so it's official.
You can't do this. I destroyed your briefcase. This should not be happening.
Sorry, princess, but it is. So what do you say we finish what we started?
Red's cashing in. We're going to have a Raw Women's Championship match right now.
I don't know about this. Carmella got the best of Red just 24 hours ago, and now Red might be setting herself up for a repeat.
That could certainly happen, but throughout the years, Money in the Bank briefcase holders have cashed in at a highly successful rate. Let's see if Red can continue that trend here tonight.
Instead of worrying about movie auditions, maybe you should focus on defending your Raw Women's Championship.
Thanks for the advice, but I'm confident I can handle both.
Maybe you feel that way because you've been facing subpar competition since you won that title last year. So how about you step up and take on someone who can actually challenge you?
Who do you have in mind?
Is that a serious question? I'm talking about the EST of WWE.
I'll see you in the ring.
Might all be over for the team of Maurice and Miz.
What is that?
I think it's footage from Red and Brooklyn's audition fight.
It certainly got Red's attention.
And scene.
French kiss DDT.
Maurice capitalizes on Red being distracted and pulls off the upset.
What a huge win for the It couple.
Oh, the timing of that footage playing was certainly no accident. It looked like Red was about to put Maurice away.
I think there's your answer on who played the footage. That was a coordinated effort among those three.
Hey, it's always smart to have a backup plan. I've been telling you that for years, Saxton.
Busy night for you, huh? I mean, if I were defending my title against an opponent like me, I might be just a little more focused on my match.
Don't worry. I'm more than capable of helping a friend out and beating you in the same night.
Well, while you've been off auditioning for movies and getting in fights with your old high school bully, I've been training for our match. You see, it's become a bit personal for me. You might even say I feel disrespected by your attitude. It's like everything's easy for you, huh? You show up in WWE and just waltz your way to the top? Well, that makes me angry.
Didn't you do the exact same thing?
Not even close.
You're right. It's not the same. Because I didn't have a famous dad to help me get here. I've earned everything I have.
There it is again. Disrespect. And speaking of that, beating me is not even on your list as far as I can tell.
I only put my goals on there, not things I expect to do.
Fair enough. Well, after tonight, you'll have a new goal to put on your list. Take back the Raw Women's Championship from Charlotte Flair. Woo!
No, it's fine. Cross it off. You earned it.
I see you got your first action figure. We've had like 30 now, so it's kind of boring at this point.
Where's yours?
I think he didn't get one.
Well, that's awkward. I think even like Tom Phillips got one.
He doesn't really deserve it.
Well, that's true. He's lucky even to be on the roster.
Sorry, we got sidetracked with a private conversation that had absolutely nothing to do with you. But since apparently you don't have an action figure, we like to give you ours.
Happy Rusev Day!
Do you think he heard what we said?
Who cares? He's a loser.
I'm talking about Mickie James, of course. Stand up and take a bow, Mickie. You deserve it. You fought hard, but it just wasn't your night.
Let's face it, it hasn't been your night in a long time. Now, as general manager of SmackDown Live, it's my job to present a cutting-edge product, which means constantly introducing new talent to keep our brand fresh and exciting. But we can't add new talent without making subtractions. So I'm sorry, Mickie, but based on your recent performance, you can either announce your retirement or, unfortunately, I'll have to make that decision for you.
Wait, so you're basically forcing her out? She deserves better than that.
I understand where you're coming from, but like I said, this is bigger than one person. It's about protecting the brand.
There would be no brand without women like Mickie James.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I've been doing this a long time, and maybe I've lost a step. Maybe it's just time to hang it up.
No, you can't just accept this. There has to be another way.
Well, there is one other option, but it would just be delaying the inevitable. Mickie can continue competing on SmackDown Live, as long as she wins. But the very next match she loses is her last.
She'll do it.
I will?
All right. Good luck.
Look, I appreciate the support, but with my record as of late, I don't think I'll be sticking around too long.
Or maybe you will with me by your side.
What do you mean?
Big Show didn't say you had to win singles matches.
Are you sure you want to set aside your own goals to do this?
There's nothing I'd rather do than protect your legacy by sending you out on a winning streak. And one last title run. Win Women's Tag Team Championships with Mickie James.
Welcome, everyone, to the most iconic talk show ever, Iconic Talk, with your hosts, the Iconics. We just said iconic so many times.
You said it again. I think we just set a record.
Speaking of records, I want to remind everyone that we are now the longest running women's tag team champions ever from Australia.
They're also the only women's tag team champions from Australia.
Which brings us to my favorite segment of Iconic Talk.
It's time for Why Australia is Better.
This is the part of the show where we educate our audience on different aspects of Australian culture and explain
why Australia is better.
Okay, what do we have this week?
The great sport of cricket.
Which has nothing to do with filthy little insects.
No, it's actually a sport that is very popular in Australia.
Think of it like a way better version of your horrible, dull baseball.
To further educate you on this superior sport, let's go over the laws of cricket, shall we?
There are only 42 of them. Shouldn't take long.
Law 1. A cricket team consists of 11 players, including a captain.
That's a great law. One of my favourites. Now, Law 2.
Hey, what are these two doing out here? There were still 41 laws to go. I wanted to learn more about cricket.
I think you were the only one.
Law 2. The Iconics should never be allowed to have a talk show, as it'll put everyone watching to sleep.
That's not an actual law.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
Why are you two even out here?
It's very rude to interrupt someone's talk show. I recommend you go back and watch this segment we did on manners.
We're here because we want a tag team championship match.
So you two are a team now. What are you calling yourselves?
Red and grey?
Because Mickie's so old. Get it?
Hilarious. She really is a fossil.
You've never even teamed before, so what makes you think you deserve a shot at our titles?
Maybe because 8 years ago in Calgary, I beat you in my very first match, and I've only gotten better since then. Way better.
Oh, okay. So you're saying since a long time ago, I felt bad for my pathetic opponent and basically took the night off because I was freezing, that a decade later, when that pathetic opponent rears her ugly head with an elderly partner, they deserve a tag title opportunity? Makes sense?
That was sarcasm. The answer is no.
If you think that we need to prove ourselves as a team, then we'll do it right now in a non-title match. If we win, we get a championship match. And if you win my career.
That whole career-ending stipulation is enticing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It would be nice to put her out to pasture.
We'll do it.
But only after we finish teaching everyone about cricket.
Law 3. Never interrupt the Iconics.
The Iconics viciously attack Red and Mickie with those cricket bats.
And rightfully so. They violated Law 3.
Red and Mickie are going to be at a severe disadvantage going into this match with so much at stake.
Here are your winners. Wow, huge pinfall win here tonight.
I knew these two were a great team. I just didn't know how great. Wow, they really impressed me out here.
And folks, if you're just joining us, I'm sorry to tell you that you just missed one of the most exciting SmackDown matches in recent memory.
That was awesome! And considering our lack of experience together, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
I agree. I mean, you know what? I just want to say thank you for doing this. I could be sitting at home right now, but instead we have a chance to win the tag team championships. And even if my career does end, this is a heck of a way to go out.
Before you celebrate too much, we just found out your tag title match will be taking place on our home turf.
That's right, in our great country, in front of our fans at Super Showdown.
It doesn't matter. We'll beat you anywhere.
Oh, you should also know it's going to be an Australian rules tag match, which are the most iconic rules.
What does that even mean?
It means it'll be no disqualification, tornado tag.
Or willy willy tag, as we say down under.
Hey, Mickie, you should pack an extra week of clothes. You know, so you can go on holiday in Australia after we end your career.
We'll call our grandparents and see if they know of any good senior resorts.
Irish whip, but gets sent into the corner instead.
And now here come the Iconics, pouring it on in front of their home crowd.
This does not look good for Red and Mickie, and by extension, Mickie's career.
What are the Iconics doing?
Oh, I think it's time for a game of cricket.
Red and Mickie have other plans.
This is a bit of revenge for what took place before their match on SmackDown Live.
And since Australian rules is no disqualification, it's perfectly legal.
Not only has Red helped Mickie James ward off retirement, they're now the new women's tag team champions.
To win this match under the pressure they faced and do it in enemy territory under the Iconics rules is truly impressive.
Honestly, I think a lot of credit goes to Red and her list. Someone said it before the match, that list is a powerful motivational tool for Red.
Yeah, that someone was me, Corey.
Nah, it couldn't have been you. It probably was Cole.
The unbelievable streak continues. continues. Mickie James is now one half of the tag team champions and your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this.
Somehow, Mickie continues to defy the odds. It's like every time she's backed into a corner, she somehow finds a new way to escape. Congratulations, Mickie. You earned every bit of this.
Hey, Mickie, I need to talk to you about something. It's kind of personal, sorry.
We'll catch up later. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, well, not really. It's just lately... I'll just come out and say it. I want your title, and I know what that means for you and for us, but I don't think I can sit back any longer.
You know what? I was waiting for this moment.
You were?
Look, I know who you are, what you're made of, what got you here. You're driven to be the very best, and I knew that being tag team champions would only satisfy you for so long.
So you don't hate me?
No, I get it. I actually respect you for your honesty. I can think of a couple other ways this could have gone down.
But if I beat you, it's all over.
If it's going to come to an end, and it will, sooner rather than later, I want you to be the one that does it. Besides, none of this would have even happened if it wasn't for you. But with all of that said, I've come too far to just roll over. If you face me for my title, you better be ready for a fight.
You know me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, Romy Vivacious. And introducing the champion from Richmond, Virginia, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Mickie James.
We're about to see which woman rules the landscape around here.
Mickie James appears to be on her last legs.
I'm sorry.
Red hits the Mick kick.
Is this the end for Mickie James?
It's all over. Red is your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion. And as a result, Mickie James' historic career has come to an end.
Red ended Mickie's career with her own move. What a true friend.
I think it was actually a sign of respect to do it that way.
Yeah, it was almost like a tribute.
You know, it would have been a good tribute, continuing to defend the tag championship and not ending your idol's career.
You deserve this moment.
A nice gesture from our new champion, Red, giving Mickie James a chance to say goodbye to the WWE Universe.
And no matter how I feel about Red right now, I do want to say thank you to Mickie James. You will be missed.
Thank you, Mickie.
I think she's calling us to go in the cabin.
You speak Marsh, lady, all of a sudden?
See? I was right.
Oh, turds.
You want to play? Play with Mickie. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play.
Red!
You want to play?
All Our record-breaking SmackDown Live Women's Champion is ready to address the WWE Universe.
Since I defeated Mickie James over 2.5 years ago, I've had the privilege of defending this championship against the very best female competitors in WWE. But when you're the longest reigning women's champion in the modern era, it's only natural you start to look for new ways to challenge yourself. And considering it's a little Wild West around here right now with no GM, I figured this was my chance to do that. So I thought about doing an open challenge. But that's a little played out. I could force myself to win with the 4 or 5 count, maybe. Or I could do something really unprecedented and defend my title against male superstars. So what do you think?
It's Becky Lynch and her Savages.
Nothing good ever happens when they come around.
Well, that's your opinion, Saxton. Personally, I think they're one of the best things going today on SmackDown Live.
Well, whether you like them or not, you can't deny the influence they have over WWE.
I'm not arguing with that. Ever since Becky Lynch took control of this faction, she's pretty much been able to do whatever she wants, except for taking that SmackDown Live Women's Championship away from Red.
I have a feeling that could change real soon.
So you want to give yourself new challenges like 5 counts or facing men? Well, I have a better idea. How about you forget all that and face the man?
It's funny you still throw around that title after all these years. I mean, I'm the one who's held an actual title longer than anyone since the 1970s. So, I'm pretty sure that makes me the man.
I am the man because I'm the leader of the most powerful force this sport has ever seen. And that's when there's someone in charge. So just think of what we're capable of when no one's steering the ship. So unless you want to find out what happens when we have free reign, I suggest you give me my title match tonight.
If you didn't hear me the first time, I'm looking for new challenges. Not rematches against played-out losers I've already beat. And you and your crew trying to intimidate me isn't going to change that. Besides, everyone knows you're just all bitch and no bite.
Oh, well, if you're not gonna give me a title match, then I'll just have to beat one out of you. Boys, little help? I'm gonna show Red here my bite.
Red is severely outnumbered here.
So far, Red's holding her own.
Not anymore. Becky Lynch is showing Red that she's not just all talk.
Here comes Trey to help his best friend.
I admire his courage, but Trey has no chance against these guys. It's 4-on-1.
I told you, Becky and her Savages are one of the best parts of SmackDown Live.
It's clear that unless she can somehow even up the sides, Red faces an uphill battle to hold on to her SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
I think you're looking at the man who's going to end Red's record-breaking title reign.
You've got a lot of nerve showing up in our locker room.
I'll go wherever the hell I want, especially since I'm about to be the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
I guarantee I'm gonna beat you and tie the series up.
Okay, then what? Because even if you somehow manage that, then your friend Trey's going against my friend Drew in the final match. And we all know my friend's just a little bit tougher than yours. So like I said, one way or another, that championship's coming back where it belongs.
If you're so confident, how about we get things started right now?
Nah, I need to go warm up first. Don't want to pull a muscle slapping your head off.
Best of 5 series, and Becky is your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
It looks like Trey's gonna throw up.
I don't blame him. Not only did he lose the series and Red's championship, but the nightmare that is Samoa Joe has returned to terrorize him.
Look, I know we haven't spoken much since I've been gone, but I just wanted to say I'm pulling for you tonight. And Brooklyn had no right to exploit your past and ruin your big moment.
I appreciate you saying that.
But I also know how your impatience and temper can get the best of you sometimes. So I'm a little worried that you rushed into this match, especially considering your condition and what's at stake.
Thanks for your concern, seriously. But this is something we have to do, no matter what we could lose in the process.